At Doodle Diligence, we break down public companies and global market events using nothing but the facts. Hiya, I'm Sophia. This is Fido. Today at Doodle Diligence, we're opening the case file on a company that just pulled off the heist of the century. For a decade, Tesla was the undisputed king of EVs. But as the 2025 data settles, the crown has moved. BYD has officially surpassed Tesla in annual battery electric vehicle sales. How? To understand the gravity of this shift, look at their pure EV sales over the last 3 years. In 2023, Tesla was the world champion, delivering 1.81 million vehicles, while BYD followed with 1.57 million. By 2024, the gap vanished. Tesla stagnated at 1.79 million, and BYD surged to 1.76 million. But 2025 was the turning point. While Tesla's deliveries dropped for the second year in a row to 1.63 million, BYD exploded with a record 2.26 million pure electric vehicles. That is a massive gap of over 600,000 cars. In just 36 months, BYD has moved from Tesla's rearview mirror to leading the pack, leaving Tesla officially looking at their taillights. Who is BYD? Unlike Tesla, which started with a luxury sports car, BYD started in 1995 making batteries for cell phones. The founder, Wang Chuanfu, didn't want a car company. He wanted a battery company that happens to make cars. They bought a failing automaker in 2003 just for the license. While the West laughed, BYD was perfecting the blade battery so efficient that even Tesla now buys them. BYD stands for Build Your Dreams, but Build Your Empire fits better. This isn't just a car company, it's a self-sustaining ecosystem built on 4 core pillars. 1. Automotive and intelligence. From the $10,000 Seagull to luxury buses, BYD owns the road. They uses LiDAR and DeepSeek AI integration to bring smart driving even to their cheapest models. 2. Electronics. They are one of the world's largest high-tech manufacturers. If you own a smartphone or laptop from a major global brand, there's a high chance BYD designed or built the components inside it. 3. New energy. They don't just use power, they create it. They own the entire zero-emission loop, from sun capture to the battery in your car. 4. Rail transit. By 2026, they are building futuristic monorails from Brazil to China, turning cities into BYD-powered hubs. This vertical integration is their superpower. They don't just build cars, they own the factory that builds the factory. How does BYD fare globally? While the world watched Tesla's stock, BYD mapped the globe. In 2025, the gap became a canyon. BYD hit 2.26 million pure EVs, fueled by a 35% China market share and a 150% surge in exports, crossing the 1 million unit mark overseas. Meanwhile, Tesla retreated to 1.63 million EVs, with European registrations plummeting 27%. Today, Tesla survives on its American fortresses, where BYD sells 0 cars. But in the rest of the world, BYD has already taken the lead. Pricing is the biggest reason. Tesla is a luxury brand, but BYD is a volume empire. In China, the most popular model is the BYD Seagull, costing roughly to $10,000 USD. Tesla simply has no answer for this. In Europe, the BYD Dolphin Surf starts at just €19,990, while Tesla's entry-level Model 3, even after aggressive price cuts, still starts around €39,000. Effectively, for the price of one Tesla, you can buy 2 BYDs at a similar trim level. In the US, while Tesla's Model Y remains the king at $45,000, BYD is already surrounding the borders. They are dominating Mexico and Brazil, with the Shark pickup starting around $53,000 and the Dolphin Mini for under $21,000. BYD has secured the massive entry-level market even as their premium models still trail Tesla's performance benchmarks. Why BYD wins the subsidy war. In China, direct handouts have been replaced by a trade-in program offering up to RMB 20,000 to scrap gas cars for new energy vehicles. This forces brands to compete on value. Again, BYD wins thanks to its unmatched low production costs. The US has built a protectionist wall. The $7,500 tax credit is now a members-only club. By 2026, any car using Chinese battery minerals is disqualified. The US is subsidizing an anti-China supply chain, leaving Tesla as the main beneficiary but trapped in a high-cost cage. Europe is a conflicted crime scene. They've imposed anti-subsidy tariffs up to 35% on Chinese imports to protect local brands. Yet, those same brands need BYD's tech to meet strict CO2 targets and avoid massive fines. BYD's countermove? Building factories in Hungary and Turkey to jump the walls and dominate from within. How is BYD stock performing? To understand BYD's muscle, look at the stock dossier. BYD is a global powerhouse, listed across China, Hong Kong, Europe and the US to capture maximum liquidity. The Shenzhen listing 002594 taps into China's massive domestic capital. Since its 2011 IPO at 18 RMB, approximately $2.60 USD, it has grown into a cornerstone of the A-share market. From 2020 onward, the stock has traded with steady growth, reaching approximately 85 RMB, roughly $12.25 USD by the beginning of 2026, supported by a domestic market cap hovering near 800 billion RMB, about $115 billion USD. The Hong Kong listing 1211 is the pulse of BYD's global valuation. Launched in 2002, at an IPO price of $10.95 HKD, $1.40 USD, it has been a wild ride. In mid-2025, the stock peaked above $400 HKD, but in June 2025, BYD executed a 3-for-1 stock split via a bonus issue to increase liquidity. This effectively tripled the number of shares and adjusted the price. By early 2026, it is consolidating near $90 HKD, $11.50 USD, with a massive regional market cap of $820 billion HKD, about $105 billion USD. There is a different story in the West, where BYD behaves like a waterfall on the GetX market. Trading in euros, it crashed from a peak of about €50, $58 in early 2025 to around €10, $12 by early 2026, which aligns somehow with the Hong Kong market. But here is where the story gets strange. The US OTC market, BYDDY. Surprisingly, BYD maintains a powerhouse presence here, even though you won't find a single BYD passenger car for sale in America, yet. It commands a staggering $110 billion USD valuation. It's a trick of the trade. Why maintain a high-stakes listing in a country that effectively bans your product? Is the suspect running out of road? It is now beyond doubt. BYD is no longer just the Tesla of China. They are the global disruptor. Their vertical integration has allowed them to outpace and outsell every other manufacturer on Earth. But as we enter 2026, the suspect is facing a massive reality check. China's domestic market is under intense pressure, And BYD just reported a nearly 2-year low in local sales for January 2026, a staggering 30% drop as subsidies dry up and competition turns cutthroat. The road ahead is littered with obstacles. Between a brutal domestic margin squeeze and the tariff trap rising in the West, BYD is gambling billions on global factories. If the EV market continues to cool, these massive sites in Hungary and Brazil risk becoming white elephants, expensive, empty monuments to overexpansion. Furthermore, the software gap persists. While BYD's hardware is elite, their God's Eye system still fights to prove it can outthink Tesla's AI-first approach. What do you think? Is Tesla's lead in software enough to win back the crown, or has the Chinese empire already won the war for the road? Is that $110 billion US valuation a sign of future dominance or just a speculative bubble? The verdict is yours. Drop your thoughts below. Want to stay ahead of the next market mystery? Subscribe to Doodle Diligence. See ya!